welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I hope you guys like that cool little welcome back to my channel video that I just put in here. I'm sorry that I'm not going to really have the video that I wanted to make. I wanted to have videos created with bits and pieces of what happened during the week. And then of course posted on the weekends. But it's been a crazy couple of weeks. I think it's only been like a week and a half, but it felt like it's been like 3 weeks. This video is just to keep at it and to keep sharing because I want to make a video every single week. That's my goal for this new year. I really want to do it. I hope to achieve so much more. So far, I'm really thankful for how far I've come, and I plan to just get even farther from there. So for those who know me, you guys know that I live by a certain quote. This quote, I found it in a calendar that a friend gave me. And the quote is, "To always be in a state of becoming." It's by Dr. Seuss. Oh my god, it's not by Dr. Seuss, it's by Walt Disney. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to be sharing a story with you guys about how I came across this quote. So for those of you who don't know me, I will tell you guys a little bit about my past. I dated someone for about 5 years. It wasn't the best relationship, of course. I mean, every relationship has its ups, but then there are some downs. Mine was filled with lots of downs, really bad times, and I have grown a lot from them. And with this quote, it was back in 2014. I was living in Palm Bay, Florida. Anyways, I was at work probably about a week later. I just started thinking about it again, and I thought about how I have so much going for me. I had a lot of potential, but because of that relationship, I was kind of stuck. I wasn't really going forward. And instead, with this quote is to always be in the state of becoming, because you can always become better. Now, that could be seen as a better student, better teacher, better parent, better friend, better coworker, better person that you value all in yourself. You gotta get your mind on the right track, otherwise you're just gonna stay, you're not gonna move forward. So this quote means so much to me. During like the bad times when things would happen, I think about this quote and I look at the person. I think, why? Why am I here? Why am I allowing this to happen to me? Why am I not leaving? Why did I leave for 6 months and then decide, okay, let's try this again? Over and over. It was really reluctant. It just kept happening. I just was stupid. I was blinded. I was young, really. I didn't know. I was overwhelmed. Kind of like how I am now, but beyond that point, this has really created an objective, really, inside of me, deep down, something that I want to share with you guys as well. I just dropped it, so I want to pick it back up. My goal for this year is to start an organization. I'm thinking State of Becoming is going to probably be the name of it. I want to help out the women that are being abused or were abused, or even young girls who might end up being in an abusive relationship. I want them to know what the red flags are. I want them to know how they can get help, how they can leave, how they can stay gone forever from that person. And then of course how to become themselves all over again. During the relationship, I definitely lost myself. I went through a couple months of very bad depression where I avoided everybody and I ate a lot. I kind of drunk a little bit, and then I'd be okay. I'd work out a lot, and then I just hit another rough patch, and it'd be continuous, just like that. It was very exhausting. Olaf, he helps a lot. He's my therapy dog. Well, he's my emotional support dog. I bring him to like Target and Kohl's. I want to reach this subject in a preventative way. Like, I want to first reach out to young girls that are just starting out dating, let them know, like, hey, this is something that you should take in and know what's right and what's wrong, and what can happen if you don't leave, what can happen if you put up with it, what happens if you keep letting it happen, what if you let someone hit you, slap you, punch you, choke you, pull your hair, any of that. And none of that is right at all. And I was not stupid, I was, I don't know, I shouldn't have allowed all that stuff to happen, but I did. And of course it didn't end up good. In the back of my mind I thought, hey, maybe this person will be who they first were, but that doesn't happen. And it's just best to leave, find yourself, and then move on and grow. Another thing I want to do is to, of course, I want to raise money for women who are going through all that. If you don't have insurance, it can be very hard to find like good therapy to talk to people. And if I raise enough money, I want to be able to provide that to women who are being abused. I want to help by giving donations to local shelters so they can have clothing, food, deodorant, just basic stuff. And for women who are in the process of filing for leaving, or women that are already out of that picture, I know the big thing for me was putting on the clothes that I wore while with that person. I put on a tank top. I've noticed that there was a rip. I've noticed that the shirt had a stretch on the side from when I was being pulled on. Shoes that had like barbecue sauce when I had barbecue sauce bottle thrown at me. Just all that stuff, it's just all negative thoughts. I pretty much had to start all over. That was the best therapy for me, which of course, as you guys know, can be very costly. I mean, you can find stuff for cheap at thrift stores and stuff, but when you're first starting over and you don't have money, or if you need to leave your apartment like I did and you have to pay to leave without having an eviction on your name, then of course you're not going to have money. It's going to be tough with work, having to move back home or move in with a friend. All this stress is on that person also while they're thinking about flashbacks, about why they let it happen. They belittle themselves. They believe that they were worthless, that they're stupid, that it was their fault that all this happened. I mean, in a sense, we are kind of to blame because we did let it happen, but did it because we loved that person at first, but then we saw their true colors, and it's just best to leave and get out. Finally, the last part of my whole plan is I'm actually kind of writing a journal that I want to make into a book one day. It's pretty much the end of the relationship and then me coming through some obstacles that I went through. And I think it would be really good for women to have that, to know what it's like to be in a situation like that. I mean, there's lots of books with women that are married, they have kids, they have a house with that person. But for someone that was in an apartment and had to deal with all of that and getting out, there wasn't really much that I could find on Amazon or on thrift books. So I wanted to start that and maybe promote a story and also just tell my story and how I got this all started. So I'm thinking that the name is going to be State of Becoming, and I hope to get this started soon. Of course, I need to get things more organized. I've been going through post-traumatic stress pretty bad from time to time, and when that happens, I kind of get disorganized. I get unmotivated and I lose concentration on what it is that I truly want to do. I want to be healthier, I want to be stronger, more cleaner, but of course all that takes time and patience, and when you're working and always thinking, it's hard to do that. So that's something else that I need to do before I get all this started. So be patient and keep watching my videos, please. The more supporters, the more motivation you guys will give me. If you have any suggestions or comments, questions, anything, if you want to help out, let me know. And again, thank you for watching. And I'm sorry that I don't have like a weekly video update like I wanted to, but I promise I will be making more videos. That might not be the best videos for like a couple more weeks, but after that I should be good. And I'm glad that you guys are here watching. my journey from the start of this year, and I hope to be able to share more with you guys. All right, take care and thank you again. Bye.